Okay, in this video, I'm gonna run you through how to adjust the settings for any of the indicators. Now, if you don't know what you're doing up front, if you don't really have a clue, it's probably best to leave everything the way that it is. We're looking at the advanced template because if I show you how to do it on the advanced template, then you'll know how to make any changes on the basic template. So looking at this up front, this may look confusing to most people. And if it is, remember that I told you before, on the advanced template, if something doesn't work for you, just take it off the chart. Okay, but here's the easiest way to change any of the settings for any of the indicators, any colors, anything like that. If you come in this area, just in the chart, and right click and then click on indicators list, this little box will pop up right here. Okay, and you'll see all the indicators that are in the chart. If you want to change any of the settings, select the indicator with left click and then come over here and click on edit. And then you'll see the next box pop up where it will have all of the settings for that particular indicator. In this case, the first one I've selected is the 3-bar reversal. Now, if you don't know what the 3-bar reversal is on the chart, it's these lines right here. The red line right there, this blue line right here. That's the 3-bar reversal indicator. So we could choose, if we want to, we can do a 5-bar reversal just by double clicking in that area and changing it to 5. If we want to, I like the 3-bar reversal, so I'm gonna leave it the same. If we want to ignore inside bars, if you don't know what an inside bar is, just leave this alone. However, it's set to false, which I think is good. If you want to change it, just double click in there, select the drop down box and select true. If you want to change anything, just double click on that particular area. If you want to display the risk, if you don't know what that is, it's this little area over here where it shows you what your position size should be, what the stop loss is, and it jumps from top to bottom sometimes. If you don't want to display that, just double click in that area and then select false, and that's the same as no. Okay, if you want to show what your lot size should be for different risk amount, just double click in there, and if you don't want to do 2, let's say you want to do 3, just click on that, enter whatever amount you want, and then press enter, and it will change once you close this out. If you want to change the colors, you can come down here, change the colors, the slippage, just by doing the same thing, double clicking in that area and changing it right there. I really do recommend, if you're not really up to speed, just leave everything the way that it is. But if you do know what you're doing, this is how you can change or adjust any settings in the indicators. So once you've done that, just click on OK. You won't see any changes until you actually close this box out. If you wanted to change things in the signal area, just come back, select it with left click, and then click on edit. If you scroll down here, it lets you see the stop losses, the settings. If you want to use the 3-bar reversal, yes. If you don't, once again, double click, select false, but we'll leave it as true. And you can also change the line reversals in there. If you want to ignore inside bars, you can change it in there. You can adjust settings for the different time zones. Now, this is set to sync up with your broker's offset for the GMT time, so I recommend that you do not touch this, that you do not touch it, particularly if you have no clue of what you're doing. Just leave it alone. Okay, if you want to change the bar clock color, what that is the little numbers you see next to the bar, and mainly what it is it lets you know how much time is left on that particular bar. So if you're watching a 5-minute bar, it may have 3 minutes and 47 seconds. It lets you know how much time is left before the next bar appears. If you want to get those little pop-up boxes to give you alerts for the signals, you can select yes or no in here, or true or false. True is for yes, false is for no. Okay, you want to do text, you want to use warnings, color, you can change all of that in here. Okay, if you want to send email, in the quick start guide I'll show you how to set it up for emails. If you're trading on a lower time frame, like 5 minutes, it's not worth sending an email, trust me, because you'll be getting like a ton of emails, so that's just not worth it. Okay, you can change the arrow size. If you want to make it bigger, just put a higher number. If you want to make it smaller, put a lower number. Okay, you can change the color of the arrows. It's all right here. Once you're done, just click on OK and then click on close. You can change the color of the candles by left clicking and selecting the candles. Click on edit. The FXT bars, left click, select edit. Here's where everything is. You can change the colors right there if you want to. If you want to make the blue green, you can do that just by double clicking in there and selecting the color that you want. The T meter, same thing. Left click and select, press edit. If you want to change the lines, just double click in there. Select the color that you like. Same thing for the FXT map. Left click, select, click on edit, change the colors. Show how many bars back you want to see this. So let's say if you were going back like over the weekend and trying to study the charts, you know, just to practice on your strategy or something like that. And let's say that the indicator doesn't show up anymore. This is where you would change that at, where it says show bars right here. In this area is where you need to change it. Sometimes it's set to 500. You can come in here, left click, and put anything in there. You can put 2,000, 5,000, whatever you want. We'll leave it at 5,000, and it will show you that indicator for that number of bars back. Same thing for the T meter. Let me show you that. And click on edit again, select that. And right here, max bars. Same thing. Come in here, we'll put 5,000 just for this example. Then click on OK. Okay, and then also with the matrix, same thing in here. Just left click, select. You can change the colors in here. Once again, I don't recommend that you do. Just by selecting the tab up there. In here. This is the way you change any of the settings on the indicators. So that's the easiest way to do it. Once you've made a change, remember that you need to close this box out right here to see the changes that you made on the chart. Once you do that, any changes that you made will show up right up in here. If you change the color, any of the settings, if you change the number for the RS lines, it all shows up right in this area once you've done it. But you have to close everything out once you've done that. Okay? Well, that's it for adjusting the settings on the indicator. Let's go ahead and move to our next video now.